friends, and welcome to Take Two for this Wednesday, the 23rd of September, 2020. I'm Jeannie. I'm so glad you decided to come along for the ride on this hump day. I hope you're having a wonderful week so far. In the middle of it, right? We're right smack in the middle. I hope it's just going great for you today. Well, I want to talk to you a little bit about something that I experienced in the last couple of days, and that was this. Well, first, let me backtrack a little to say that Southeast Alabama had absolutely a brutal summer this year. And I mean, with temperatures way up in the high 90s, extreme high humidity, etc., etc., very uncomfortable, staying locked away with the AC on wherever you possibly can. And it's just been one of those kinds of summers. It's been really rough. But Michael and I had made a commitment to doing some sort of exercise regime over these summer months and to continue on. And so we either bicycle or we walk about 5 mornings of the week, Monday through Friday we try to do it, and we try to get that exercise in. But because of this excruciating heat, we have had to go at first light before the sun was even up, because we knew that once the sun shone in a little bit, just that little bit, that we would be, it would be hot and ridiculous. So what we would do is we would go out bright and early, and we would, if you missed it even by a couple of minutes, it could be really bad. One morning as we were getting ready to go out the door, I realized that I had to do something on the computer. I had to do an email real quick before we walked out the door. Well, that added about 15 minutes to the time that we would be spent walking, and so we left about 15 minutes later than we usually did. And I'll tell you what, that 15 minutes made such a difference, because that 50-minute walk that we took, by the time we got back, we were already sweating with the heat because the sun had started coming up. So that's when we just decided that we had to go early. Well, anyway, all that being said, we were delighted this week when suddenly, out of nowhere, we get the weather report on Monday morning telling us that cooler days were ahead. So we had on the early morning news, like at 5 o'clock in the morning, we opened the door and it was like a gorgeous, cool, beautiful morning. And I said, oh, Michael, look at this. This is wonderful. And the last couple of mornings have been like that. And yesterday we were on a nice long walk, and we went at like 9:30 in the morning because it was still 65 degrees out. We're like, this is so nice. So we're taking our walk and everything. And then a little later on, we turned on the weather report that evening. And the weatherman said, well, these cool temperatures are going to be with us for a couple of days, and then by the weekend, it'll be 89, 90 degrees for high. Now, let me tell you what happens when those cool temperatures start coming out of nowhere. People start packing up their tank tops, okay? They start packing these up, and they start yanking out their sweaters. It's like, oh, it's winter, it's fall. Get the pumpkin spice latte and put on my woolly sweater and get those artificial logs for the fireplace. It's fall. But guess what? The weatherman said otherwise. He said, no, by the weekend it'll be back up to 90 degrees. And the only thing I could think of for all these people who packed up their tank tops was, fooled ya! We got fooled. We done got fooled, boys and girls. And I told Michael, I said, look, this is really nice that we're having these lovely cool temperatures, but I guarantee you, when we watch the weather tonight, it's going to tell us otherwise by the end of the week. Well, it is the end of September, so it will cool down a little bit. But I've been here in October where it was in the 90s, so not necessarily will that happen. This is an unpredictable time of the year. But there's so many things in our lives we get fooled by like that. Like somebody who says, oh, if you take this weight loss product, you'll never ever have to worry about dieting or weight loss ever again. This is the magic pill. Well, guess what? Maybe it'll work for a little while, but unless you're diligent in other areas of your life, like exercise and eating right in other ways, not a magic pill is going to be one of those fooled ya. So you'll have spent all kinds of money on these weight loss products products that are not doing the trick. Now I'm saying there are good ones out there, don't get me wrong, but I'm just telling you, anybody who offers you any kind of magic pill, just be careful, because all too often, the magic pill of the credit card with 0 APR for the next 6 months. Oh, wow, that's great. I'll just charge and charge and charge. And then the bill comes and you didn't make all your payments. Guess what? Fooled ya! Listen, let's not fall into that, okay? Let's not fall into it. When you experience something lovely like the change of weather, just before you pack up everything, before you put away all your summer clothes, stop and think, have I been fooled before with this? And, don't be so quick to yank out all your sweaters, okay? And the same thing with your spending or your weight loss or any special magic piece of equipment that you're going to exercise with that's going to get you fit and in shape for the rest of your life. Just stop and think wisely. Look, if it's too good to be true, it probably is, okay? Too good to be true. So I want you to measure and balance and think about it carefully before somebody walks up to you and says, "Fooled ya." Now listen, have a wonderful, wonderful day today. I want you to go out and be a blessing to somebody today, because you may end up being the only one who is. If you know somebody who's been fooled a few too many times, go and encourage them and share your own experiences, and maybe you could just get a little wiser together. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel now, Jeanne Sigler, JeanneSigler. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You'll be notified every time I post another Take 2. All right, y'all, have a blessed and wonderful day, and I will see you on Friday for my Unsung Hero of the Week, and that is no fooling. See you then. Bye-bye.